Oh wow, look who's late again. What a big shock. That's what I got from some Pal Pepper though. What a goal. I love this guy. Might be my favourite Port player now. Alright, give me like a minute. That's a Collingwood goal straight away. Jeez, that's an immediate response. That's mad. It really is bloody mad. Oh yeah, my green screen. Hello, Mr. Cat. Disgusting being late to talk. I did miss 2 goals though. One goal was when I went live, and the other goal was just before I went live, so I actually saw both. I did miss 2 goals in the other game though, in Perth. I missed a lot of goals in that game, to be honest. I just have it on in the background on mute. So. Thoughts on Hawthorne joking? No comments. No comments. I refuse to speak. This whole weekend's an L for me. If this game's a blowout, I am finished. I said no to overtime at work just so I can watch this game. Can you imagine if this game is not even close? I have no comments. There is no comment to make. Again, I have no comment. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I nope. Go, Rosie. Port starting very brightly. It's Carlton Collingwood next week, right? If Port win this and then Collingwood beat Carlton, that'd be like rock paper scissors, pretty much. Between the 3 teams. Seems like in recent years, whenever it's first versus second, second wins. Yeah, that sounds about right. Who was second last year? It seems like last year's regular season seems like a whole blur because Geelong just dominated it. But who was second? It was Melbourne, wasn't it? It was Melbourne. No, it wasn't Melbourne. Melbourne was third. Was it Sydney? No, Sydney was. I can't remember. It was Melbourne. Yeah, it was Melbourne. Yeah, because Melbourne Sydney was week 1. Yeah. Then who was fourth? I remember Geelong's prelim and it was Collingwood that was fourth. Yeah, now I remember. I was gonna say I remember Geelong's prelim and grand final, but not their week 1 game. But I do remember they had a great game against Collingwood. You don't like Collingwood have superior percentage. Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that because they have a lot of close games, Collingwood. But obviously the games that they won, they developed enough of a margin. Again, I have zero comments on the game that happened at the MCG today. That's no, zero commenting. I shall change the subject by doing this poll. I've even got the other game on my. They've not scored a single point since I've gone live. Freo and Sydney. Imagine if Davidoff saw that game instead of Richmond game, Hawthorn game last year. Oh my days! Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I saw my own team choke like that and then lose in the last? Oh my days! Rosie, go. Excuse me. Let me check the ladder. Obviously we should all be in the 8 temporarily. Richmond currently 8th. St Kilda and GWS the only teams that can overtake them in this round, of course. And they have got who? Saints have got North Melbourne, GWS got Gold Coast. They're both going to win. Richmond will be 10th. Who's going to win? Well, I said Port Adelaide would win this game a few weeks ago, so I'm going to stick with it. Did ladder predictor got Geelong, Carlton, Richmond, Adelaide as the 5th to 8th. Okay. Imagine a Richmond Carlton final. Good luck getting ticket to that. How about we do Carlton, Adelaide, and Richmond, Geelong? Yes, that might be easier. Port look better, but Collingwood are king of comebacks. No doubt to win from either. They are both also good at the close game, but one's got to lose here, unless they draw. Collingwood, more than just this season, but generally are good at close games. Port Adelaide this season are good at close games. Probably quite a few people who reckon this might be the grand final. I think we should not jump to conclusions just yet. It's always hard to tell. Geelong have given me trust issues. The amount of times they've dominated a season and not done well in the finals. I'm always cautious. I'm just like, this team's dominating. Doesn't mean anything. Richmond 2018, bloody minor premiers. Did not win the flag. Not even the grand final. So you never know until the finals. You'd want to hope GWS make the finals. You are correct there, Mask. It gives me a better chance of getting tickets. Collingwood will will get a home final. I'm 100% sure of it. Even if they lose today, I think they'll get it. Because they don't need that many wins. They could win half their games and still make it, I'm pretty sure, as far as I know. So that'll probably sell out. The other final will be at the Oval, unless Brisbane go overtaken, but Melbourne won't. So it's either going to be Gabba or Adelaide Oval. I'd imagine Gabba's easier. I looked online like 2 days ago. There was tickets available for Brisbane Geelong, but it's not a finals game though. That's got to be pointed out. So then I gotta hope that the 5th versus 8th and 6th versus 7th are 2 games I can get tickets for. I also wouldn't mind flying interstate, obviously, for the other games, but like ideally not on Thursday, because that's when I fly into Melbourne. So I need one Victorian final to be on Thursday. Why would he want that? No, he's saying Mr. Cat because I'm going to the Australia for week 1 of the finals. So he's trying to see my best possibility of getting a ticket to any of the games. And say Richmond GWS might be easier to get a ticket for than Richmond Carlton, which would be impossible, especially in the finals. I can also cancel that flight. At a cost, yeah, but yeah, I could cancel that flight, yeah. So go for Collingwood. Not like I have an hour to plan and have 2 weeks' notice. Yeah. Will I go to semi-final? I said week 1, mate. I'll be going home after week 1. What are the chances of the Thursday night game being the interstate one, though? It's probably going to be qualifying final. So, 50-50, I guess. They put one of the qualifying finals on Saturday last year. They were both at the MCG. Oh, the Gabba was on Thursday last year. And then Friday was Melbourne, Sydney. Well, it was 2021 Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I guess that was because of COVID, right? Am I allowed to say COVID without getting demonetized anymore? I mean, 2020 is all over the place, but we had Port Adelaide Geelong on Thursday. I guess we'll see when it arrives. The Thursday final has been played since 2016. Every game except 2018 has been outside Victoria. You know, if the final's in Adelaide and I can get a ticket, I need to look into it. But can you imagine if it's cheaper to just fly straight to Adelaide when I arrive in Melbourne than to just cancel the Melbourne flight? Wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But we'll see. I'm just hoping that they do the Victorian final on Thursday. Put Collingwood on Thursday. If I can't get a ticket, I can't get a ticket. I'll just go. So I'm sure there's viewing areas in Melbourne, whether that's a bar or a park or whatever. Unlucky there, Dersma. Hello, Kayla, how you doing? Excuse me. What a go, Elliot. What a go. I need to sneeze, but it's not good. I'm trying to hold it off. You're very sad because Essendon lost. Well, I mean, you know, they weren't good enough last night, so that's why they lost ultimately. Dogs were just better. Hello, Mason, how you doing? Blame David, that was common disrespect towards the Dogs picking Essendon fifth best side. Yeah, my bad. It's actually Geelong. If we want to make finals, we literally need to beat Sydney, West Coast, North Melbourne, GWS, Collingwood. I think you could be in a good position if you win the next three. Win the next four, and like you might not need to beat Collingwood. You might not need to beat all of them. But you got to win. Win your next three at least, and then you can see about the rest. You are less optimistic. Don't worry, Saints and Dogs will fill out the 8. I don't know about. I don't think Dogs will. Dogs have got Hawthorn and West Coast. Those are 2 wins. And they'll beat the Giants as well. They'll beat the Giants. I think the Dons, the GWS game is away, right? I think the Dogs will beat the Giants. So far, the game's competitive. What I like to see. I could have been working right now. I said no to overtime to watch this game. So I better not see any blowouts. There could be blowout in Fremantle, but that's fine. In Perth. I'm not even watching that game, you know. I haven't even got it on in the background. I just can't be asked to open it. Which is more likely? I think GWS is more likely than Collingwood, but you never know. Port fans have got a little bit quieter after that Collingwood goal. You reckon Dogs, Cats, Dons and Giants will be 5th to 8th? Hello Oliver, how you doing? There you go. Just the 3 points. Not going anywhere right now. I do need a water though, I'll be back. I'll leave the mic on. Right. So I haven't got work today. I'm actually working tomorrow. I'm working a 10-hour overtime shift. Need the money for Australia next month, actually. But I am going to the cinema after this. Although it's not straight after. It's like I'll still have like a couple hours after I end the stream. But I want to record another video for the second channel. So I'm still going to go and shower at half time, like I normally do. Just won't be for work. Because as you probably figured out, I literally just wake up when I do these streams. I wake up, brush my teeth, and I'm here. That's literally it. That's literally what I do. I've not been able to wake up early enough to have time before the game yet. But we're improving. This is better than waking up in the afternoon when the game's got 5 minutes left, and I just go and stream. Let's see what people are saying then. Why won't Essendon beat Collingwood? To be fair, Essendon against Collingwood and Port Adelaide, they were very close 3 times. So maybe they could have the extra edge, but we'll see. Essendon are one of the teams that struggle against crap sides. Some did pretty well against good sides. West Coast and North Melbourne. No, guys will probably beat West Coast, lose the rest, even North. Carlton could also slide in. Oh, Oliver is NBA fanatic, okay. Who was it that asked for NBA yesterday? He's there now, it's called Oliver. Carlton won't slide in, they'll just make it. Carlton Essendon fighting for a place in the finals. Do you see how North Melbourne did against us? We played against each other, they dominated throughout a lot of the game. Only lost by a goal. One of Richmond and Carlton make it. They both make it. The draws are too easy. A lot of different opinions here. I like what I'm seeing. It's a bit of a debate playing useless teams like Saints and Dogs. Useless teams. Look, listen, I've criticised the Dogs, but I can't say anything now. It's just like they're going to make the finals. Let's accept that. They'll win at least 3 more games. Freo getting thrashed, what a joke it is going with a team. They are getting thrashed actually. I'm not even watching, but in their own backyard. Personally, you think Carlton's high chance of Richmond, but it could beat both. Therefore, St Kilda and GWS might not make it. Freo cost you the gauntlet. Oh, you're still in the gauntlet, and you picked Freo. Oh, that's sad. I'd be angry too if I lost the gauntlet. I mean, I lost it ages ago, but to get this far and lose it on this game, that'd be infuriating. Finally changes the first quarter. Yeah, this game is elite. St Kilda the worst team in the top 12. No chance of making it. Carmen 22 also has no faith in them. He ready to tip North against the Saints. We should have no chance they'll not make it. Well, Saints only beat West Coast by 8 after being 6 goals down. Yeah, that was the funniest win of the season, probably. They had to fight to beat West Coast. He lost this year because of Richmond losing to Gold Coast. I lost it on bloody Hawthorn beating St Kilda. That was just like, what? So yeah, 17 beat 4th and was 1 point away from grand final last year. Good question. Collingwood lost to West Coast in Melbourne last year, and they also played them at 1 point. You still question why I never used the gauntlet against my team. It's exactly why, because Hawthorn were terrible. Not many people saw Hawthorn winning that game. At the time, we were losing almost every week, and the Saints were still, on pretty good form at the time. So losing that game was a pretty big shock. When Essendon play North Melbourne, they'll be in a 19-game losing streak if they can't beat West Coast. Well, that's pretty damning. Yeah, but you'd want Hawthorn to win, but you'd lose the gauntlet. Yeah, sure, but I didn't expect Hawthorn to win. I expected the loss, and then the game happened, and just okay, I don't know how to feel about this. Hopefully we Saints next week. You feel that's a winnable game. It is winnable, yes. I will not talk about what happened today, though. It won't happen twice. Hey, look, we beat North Melbourne twice. Miracles are possible, my friend. Hello, Luke. How you doing? It's St Kilda. Exactly. It's St Kilda. It's definitely the type of game they can lose twice. Hello, Nelson. Why can't you finish games well? Which team do you go for? Did I say hello to Luke? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hello, Luke. I said it in my head, at least. Hawthorn can't even beat Richmond after being 6 goals up. How can it beat anyone? I have no comment. I have zero comment, mate. I don't know what I'm talking about. How do I feel about the Hawthorn result? Again, no comment. No, I have zero comments on anything. What Hawthorn hoodie? This is not a Hawthorn hoodie. This is just some random hawk. Yeah, this is a random hawk. Yeah, just a random hawk. It's no comment. I have zero comments. Richmond also thrashed the Dogs. I wouldn't say that's a given. It's possible Richmond could win, but it'd be in a close one. I reckon the Dogs win that one. Everyone spam what? I'm confused. Hello, T. Colin, how are you doing? Freo went from potential top 4 contenders to bottom 4 most likely. Yeah, literally the only teams below them are Hawthorn, North and West Coast. That's pretty crazy though. Apart from the bottom 3, everyone's been in contention for the 8 at some point in the season. That's actually pretty cool. That's a pretty cool stat. 15 of the 18 teams at one point were either in the 8 or just outside. You can't believe it. Here in New South Wales are showing this one's Freo game. Are they not showing this one? I mean, it is Swans, to be fair. New South Wales, yeah, it's a home. But still. We should not beat us Marvel since 2013. Do you guys play Marvel every year? Was that a mark? Yeah, it is. Big mark from Dixon. Collingwood to beat Carlton next week. Can you imagine if Port win this game and Carlton beat Port, but Collingwood beat Carlton next week? That is rock, paper, scissors, basically. Speaking of next week, I'm abroad for most of it. Not most of the week, most of the weekend. So the only game I could go live for is Collingwood Carlton, which is not bad. Only one game I can go to. It's not a bad. Not entirely a bad thing. Carlton have already lost to Collingwood this season anyway. Oh, really? Oh, really? Port will lose 3 games in a row. They can't beat Collingwood or Adelaide. I don't know why I said already, by the way. I know they have. Port will lose 3 in a row. They can't beat Collingwood or Adelaide. I think they can beat Collingwood today. I haven't seen any indication that they can't. You know, they've kept up with Collingwood so far. Yeah, they're losing, but only by 2. I did say they'd lose to Adelaide and Geelong though, so if they did lose this, then yeah, sure, I can agree with 3 in a row. Look, I wouldn't mind Brisbane at the Gabba in the finals. They've not lost there once this season, so I want to see Port go there, and they won't go the regular season, so I wouldn't be entirely against Port losing 3 in a row. Because I want to see if Brisbane can keep this form up in the finals. Port would turn Adelaide into gravy, but Adelaide turned Port into gravy like in round 2 or something. So Geelong are your least favourite team. See, this is why you always confuse me, mate, because your name's Mr. Cat. You think Collingwood win this week and next week? Okay, fair enough. Maybe 4 in a row. If I want to see Brisbane host Port in the first... Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Port lose a few games so Brisbane can get second, of course. But I feel like they could win this game. Definitely not out of it. Yeah, round 3. Round 3 was in Seacon are actually good. Not for being competitive. Not tuning the Women's World Cup. I've been following the scores, haven't been able to watch it yet. The games are on like 9, 10, 11 a.m. Midday, 1 p.m. It's just a bit awkward. I know there's this game which is 10:30, but obviously AFL is going to be priority. But yeah, I'm still going to be following the scores, and definitely England. Hopefully England can win it, but I don't think they will. Too many injuries. I think they'll get a revenge on Brisbane. Don't worry, Port vs Brisbane will happen. 2nd versus 3rd, just depends who'll be at home. Yeah, but I want it to be at the Gabba. Because everyone has gone there and lost, except Port Adelaide. And that annoys me, because Port Adelaide don't have to go to the Gabba. That annoys me quite a lot. There's 24 round seasons, and you're telling me Port did not have to go play at the Gabba once. That is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Whose idea was it to not have Brisbane v Port at the Gabba? Whose idea? I want to know his name. Or her name. But preferably his name, because then, you know, because, yeah. They choked 26 points against Richmond. Maybe Freo can win. Hi. Hi. His name is Hi, but I'm saying hi to Hi, so hi. Could go to Pies. Which Pies? Ha! See what I did there? I don't think everyone will get the joke there. If you did have to go there. Oh, the Dogs didn't either. Okay. Well, that's another game that they messed up on 2 games there. Not everyone has passed the Gabba test. Who else gets to go to Gabba this season? We've got 2 away games next. The Crows are got to go to the Gabba. The Crows and the Saints are going to the Gabba. Good luck to them both. The Crows and the Saints going to the Gabba. Oh boy. The Crows have 1 interstate away win, and the Saints are the Saints. Oh, that's a miss. 2 points to 1 point. Hi, looks like a Brisbane fan to you. Yeah, it's the logo. I don't know what logo that is, but it looks very Brisbane colourish. Is that a horse? I think that's a horse. It was the picture because Port was so bad last year they made the 8. I didn't get the same group as Brisbane. Yeah, I guess so. That probably explains why Freo Sydney's a night game as well. The grand final loser against, a finals contender. Oh yeah, that's going to be great in this round. Japan today won versus Zambia. Yeah, USA beat Vietnam as well. I saw that one. USA v Vietnam. That's a touchy subject. That a bit more friendly in a sport, I reckon. Melbourne failed, Collingwood failed, Sydney failed, Essendon failed. Oh, you're talking about the teams that failed at the Gabba. Okay. What's harder, Brisbane at the Gabba or was Geelong at GHPA? That's a good question. This season, maybe the Gabba. Generally, Geelong are harder. Unless you're the Giants. For some reason, the Giants love playing there. It's the dimensions of the field, I'm telling you. They like the way that field is. It's suited to the Giants. That's why they win there. They both lost 1 game there last year. Unlike the Gabba, there's a team called that constantly win there. Well, it was Collingwood. Collingwood did win at the Gabba quite often, but this year they didn't. Essendon beat Brisbane at the Gabba last year. Yeah, Essendon did it. Melbourne smashed them last year, I think, right? Was it last year or the year before? There was a game around round 23. Melbourne just went there and smashed them. My poor viewers are fools. Wow, relax, mate. Half of them aren't even here. There's 8 viewers and there's 20 votes. What a mark. Port could take the lead here. The game is pretty close. I don't know why it's silly to think Port could win. I think this is either team. Either team can win this game. Neither team's pulled away so far. Watching 2 games at once. I'm actually not watching the Freo Sydney game. I just got the score on top of my head, yeah, sure. Because it's happening right now, so I thought I'd just have the score up. But I'm not actually watching. I was going to put it in the background with on mute, just like see what's going on. Goal Port. But I haven't done it. I'm just like, I want to watch the Port game. Port Collingwood. Last year, Luke. Yeah, it was last year that Melbourne smashed them. Brisbane have never beaten Collingwood. Brisbane beat Collingwood 4 times in a row. Oh, have they? Oh. Okay, I guess I was wrong then. I might got confused with someone else. What's a Fremantle beat Long down Jimmy last year? Meanwhile, Essendon went up to the Gab and beat Brisbane. It could be. Oh boy. Can someone tell you if there's a stupid decision? If this is a stupid decision from you? What decision? Saying Geelong is harder? I don't think that's a stupid thing to say. I think either's a good answer, especially this year. I know Geelong have lost at GMHBA, but you know. Picking Essendon to beat Brisbane earlier this year, just because you beat the Gabba last year. It was pretty early in the season, but yeah, ultimately, that tip looks worse every week. Mason Cox not happy with that decision. I see empty seats. Could I have got a ticket to this? If I flew there. That could be a costly miss, you never know. Port should do better there. It could have been 11 points, but it's 6. That's on terrible form back then. Maybe does people going to the bathroom. I don't know about that one, Chief. You're the kind of person that goes from previous year form. Previous year form? Have you been tipping Freo quite a lot then? And Sydney? Did I watch any matches of the Women's World Cup? Just highlights. It's just the timing of everything. If it was like an more convenient times, I'd watch it. But like, again, the games are like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 p.m. Like 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, I stream on Twitch. So like, I'm not gonna wake up the following morning. So that's out of the question. And then yeah, and then Friday and Saturday, at least if I wake up, I'm streaming AFL. And then Sunday, I never wake up in the morning. Because I always spend Saturday nights waking up videos. So it's just the timing of everything is just like, it's just not there. But hopefully I'll be able to watch the final if I'm off that day. Cox thinking he's still playing basketball. Oh, Jeremy Howe, how's he fumbled that? I just had to use that pun. He didn't make an error really, he just, you know, lost possession of it. He didn't do anything wrong, I just wanted to use that pun. It's blocked. Am I going to the grand final bar party in London this year? It's not. It's not in the plans, but it's something I might consider if I'm off that day. How can we beat Freo over here, over there, where everyone else somehow can? Unpredictability. Freo win games they shouldn't win. Freo won the MC against Melbourne. So it's just like, you never know of them. Swans smashing it at the moment. Unreal. Yeah, the Euros is next year. I'll actually be on holiday for most of the Euros, you know, about half of it I'll be missing. Just probably watch highlights while I'm abroad, to be fair. Mason tried to volley it. Yeah, not happening. After 23 votes, Port Adelaide got 57% of the votes, Collingwood 43%. In the poll of who we think will win. We'll see how it changes over time. Lucky they try and be out in the off season, then you can not watch all the World Cup matches. England currently beating Haiti. That's nice. Two minutes 16 left in the first half. I always forget to share the stream out every time. I think I've saved the photo as far as I know. No, I have not. brilliant. Mark. Day Sphinx is touched. That's not what's been paid. The shot wasn't good enough there. Swansea 3 games over half time. Yes. Yes. Collingwood aren't even trying. Well, they're losing. So, like, you know. Well, that is half time. I shall be back. Hopefully on time. Late? What do you mean late? I'm not late. I'm early. Rioli misses. Let me watch the goal I missed. That was a good team goal. It's the first time I skipped back and the play was the goal. Carlton getting on your nerves, are they? Essendon and Sydney's pretty big next week, huh? If Sydney beat Essendon, they'd be above Essendon, which is quite crazy when you think about it. My check. Immediate response to that goal line behind. You know, 20 minutes goes so quickly. All I did was shower and have breakfast, and then I look at the clock is just like, oh, the third quarter started. Like, what's going on? Essendon Sydney ticket available $27. Oh, that's a bargain. Mark Collingwood. This will be 2 points to get this in. That's general admission. Section L3 to 15. $48. That's level 3. Wow. I still haven't experienced level 3 yet. I mean, that's Marvel though. I have experienced level 3 there, but not at MCG. Go Collingwood. Let me see if it's possible. Melbourne Adelaide. I'm sure there'll be seats for that one. Level 2 goal, $18. That's nothing, mate. Oh, from $18. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. That's a child's ticket. Adult $65. Oh, okay, that's a little bit more pricey. You're doing a squiggle ladder. Let me know what you get at the end. As the 8. Excuse me. Go. 8 points. Hawks plays and money on Tigers. If the Bulls are not in the finals, you'll shove a screwdriver up. I'm just gonna pretend I don't read that. I'm just gonna. We never saw his comments. Man in the crowd. Well, that is basically what you're doing if you do not have the Dogs in the finals, screwing right. Freya can still win. In your dreams, mate. So you got Collingwood first, Port second, Brisbane third, Melbourne fourth. Okay. Bulldogs fifth, Geelong sixth, Essendon seventh, Carlton eighth, Adelaide ninth, St Kilda 10th, Giants 11th, Sydney 12th, Richmond 13th. 14th Freo, 15th Gold Coast, 16th Hawthorn, 17th North Melbourne, 18th West Coast. Well, you probably got the top four and the bottom three right, so that's almost half. As in, like, exactly right. What was that, mates? Behind. The Dogs are 5th and Geelong are 6th right now. Yeah, but that could always change. I feel like the top 4 is more likely to be locked in place. And the bottom 3 is pretty much like, so like West Coast will be last, and North are not as good as Hawthorn, so that's pretty much guaranteed. I think the top 2 will stay the top 2, but you never know if Port lose a few in a row. But I think Brisbane 3rd could definitely happen. They'll win enough games, I think, over Melbourne. And I don't think Melbourne will slip down, so yeah. Port Adelaide fans, very vocal. Hawthorn just slide into finals. Yeah, you've definitely drunk something again, mate. What did they put in your gravy this time? Weed. Meant to be charging something after this, if we got. Morning, GB. Blood Raw for Darcy Cameron. That was a good play there. That's why if they miss this, that would be disastrous. Carlton 12 wins, 7 losses. Dogs 14, 9. GWS 11 wins, 12 losses. And he's missed. Look, listen, if Port lose this game, it's because they can't shoot straight. That's all. If Collingwood win by a few points, it's Port's fault. They can't kick straight. There's at least 2 or 3 that they should have got going. Oh, that's a goal. No, it's behind. I thought he got a goal, damn it. Never behind for Port. Wasn't an easy kick this time, but I really thought they got a really good goal there, but it wasn't the case. Was it 1 win separating Port and Brisbane? I think so. I think Collingwood might have far too much strength in Melbourne. Possibly. Collingwood caught napping. Big tackle from Horn Francis. Watch him miss this. See, great tackle, right? What's the shot? It's going to go wide. I can see it. I am a visionary. The teller of fortunes. Oh, I'm wrong. I've jinxed him. Well, this time it is a Port goal. .4:26 on the 3rd quarter clock. You still think Freya might come back, Mr. Cat? Am I excited for Geelong to support Adelaide GMHBA? I think it's a guaranteed Geelong win. In before the Port fan see this. There was a Port fan who was like kind of annoyed at me for my ladder predictor video. I'm just like, I still put you in second place. The guy commented, "This guy refuses to tip Port Adelaide." They had some tough games coming up. You gotta relax, mate. Another guy was like, "This guy, people have been saying Port Bandura lost for weeks." The next week lost to Carlton by 50. Is that high? Yeah, it's high. Even I saw that coming. Yeah, Mystic has definitely taken something in his gravy. Another buy-in for Port. That wasn't a shot in fairness, but still. They won't do a score review, it might have touched the outside post. So either it's a point or it's not. They're going to review that. Okay, it did hit the behind post, I think. So it says no score. That was a quick decision. in real time it looked like behind, but like the replay immediately showed it wasn't. Oh, that's why we have score reviews. Imagine the game's a draw now. Excuse me. The Magpies have won 11 of the last 15 games where they've been behind at 3/4 time. Interesting. I think one of them was Adelaide, right? At the Oval, I think. Was it Adelaide? Yeah, I think it was Adelaide because they were chasing the game with Adelaide and they won by a point just about at the end. So they've done it here as well. So you've got Collingwood to beat Melbourne, Western Bulldogs to beat Carlton, Geelong to beat Essendon, Port Adelaide to beat Brisbane. Those are Caelan's finals week 1 predictions for this year. Then in the semi-finals, he's got Melbourne to beat the Western Bulldogs. Mr. Cat's not going to be happy there. Brisbane to beat Geelong. prelim finals, Collingwood to beat Brisbane, Port Adelaide to beat Melbourne. Then you got this game as the grand final. Okay, those are Caelan's predictions. Grand final, Collingwood to win the flag. Interesting predictions. Should I do my vlog intro at 3/4 time? Doing a vlog for my personal channel today. It's about movies, but be good in interaction. It is 17 points. It should be bigger, but Port decided they didn't want to shoot properly. But yeah, overall they've been better this quarter, Port. Watching this Telstra advert. Submit your clangor. Do I think the Collingwood Bulls are up in Collingwood? What do you mean? I am confused by this question. Port has 2 BS goals. First goal was high contact. First to third goal was a clear throw. Well, if that's true, then their misses have evened it out. Alright, the final term is about to begin. I look forward to the chaos. Collingwood, as I said already, have won 11 of the last 15 games when they've been behind at 3/4 times. So we'll see if they can make it 12 out of 16 right now. For this round, I picked two home teams, so it's not worked out too well. Already got two wrong. I can get it all right tomorrow, though. There's one. There's one. I only need two more. Which one did I get wrong? Well, I tipped to a home team, so I think it's. I think we can see which ones I got wrong. Anyone you have wrong is Freo, but they've not lost yet. They will lose. It's 28 points, mate. They ain't coming back from that. Not this season. Maybe last season against the Western Bulldogs in the finals. Yeah, sure, but this isn't. This isn't that. This is a different game. The Freo this year is a shadow of that Freo. Collingwood will beat Sydney and Port will beat Freo. Yeah, that can. I mean, those are just quite obvious results at the moment. There's another one. It's like Essendon's start yesterday, except this time Collingwood won't fall off like Essendon did. Essendon start to the fourth quarter, I mean. If Port lose this, who have the Lions got? Lions got Collingwood almost got another goal. This is behind though. Lions got Gold Coast away, Freo away, Adelaide home, Collingwood away, and Marvel and St Kilda. Can if Port lose to Adelaide and Geelong as well, and they lose this. Freo still in it. No, they're not. 27, mate. It's gone down by 1 point since we last checked. Since I last checked, anyway. Finlayson Mark. They were not alive, mates. They were not going to get that many unanswered. That wasn't going to happen. It's like Essendon yesterday. They were not going to get 20 points unanswered, even though it was only 20 points. Collingwood can make those comebacks. Freo have not got the facilities this year. Finlayson behind, I think. Is Free of Us City the most relevant game in history? Because it feels like it. I'd imagine if North played West Coast, it'd be pretty irrelevant. It's more of a dogfight. Wow, did you mean the pun there, mates? Really, Mark? Rioli. He's got it. He's got it. Is that a key goal? We will find out. Did not mean the pun. Yeah, sure you didn't, mate. Sure you didn't. What are you going to say in the women's season start? You're going to say it's a cat fight. I know your tricks, my friend. I know your tricks. I thought it just was Santa Claus in the crowd. No, seriously, I did not. Yeah, no, I don't believe you, my friend. What if 3 are behind off 15 points? Then I'll become convinced. No, yeah, they have to be ahead. Until they go ahead, you're not convinced me of anything, mate. The Swans have got this. I don't trust Fremantle. I've lost complete faith in them this season. That club makes no sense. We'll have to imagine for Sydney by 0 points. Well, it wouldn't be Sydney by 0 points. That's a draw, mate. Is that high? Of the umpire. Let him go right now, Jamie. You let him go this instance. Sydney just scored. Yeah, I told you, mate. Unanswered. It's not going to happen. Well, just like make a different noise to the others. I have no idea. I didn't even realise it made a different noise, to be honest. The game will be over, and Mr. Cat will still say Freo can come back. This game is not over, however. Go Collingwood. Back to a goal. 12:17 on the clock. Well, this game has delivered, you know. I was hoping it would be worth not doing overtime for this, and it has been worth it so far. There's no game where Dacos cannot ruin your mood. I like the Dacos brothers, I just don't like the fact they play for Collingwood. Who do I think wins? It's too hard to call. Collingwood survive for now. McCreary. Bobby or Mark. Collingwood get this in, they've, you know, the last quarter is literally 4 goals to 1 in favour of Collingwood. They've dominated this first half of this last quarter. I did say if Port will regret missing those chances they had. It's a goal. It's a draw at the moment. The poll still says most people think Port will still win. But Collingwood have come back. Both of these teams are good at close games, so we shall see. Will I be doing more Arsenal game day vlogs this season? I hope so, but there's no guarantees. So because there's so many ticket problems with Arsenal now, They've done a new ballot system. So for Arsenal, you got to apply for a ballot to get a home ticket, and if you get it or you don't, they email you if you get it or you don't. I applied for Nottingham Forest game in August, didn't get it. And also I looked at my work schedule, and also the holidays are going on. Like I could have gone to the Arsenal Man United game in September, but I'm in Australia that week. So it's like, yeah, the timing ain't great at times. But hopefully a handful of games, and hopefully at least one Champions League game. That'd be amazing, I think. But I feel like it'll be less than the last season, unfortunately. I need that season ticket to come through, but I think I'll be waiting a few more years. I've already been waiting 8 years. Should have ended the poll. Oh, you can't change votes. I swear you can. Rush behind. Collingwood leading at the moment. I'm not convinced by Havertz. Honestly, not happy with that signing because I don't think he's that good. He's a good big game player, but I feel like we needed a striker. Instead, we've spent money on him. I just feel like it's a bit of a waste. Hope I'm wrong though. Happy with Rice though and Timber as well. That's a great play. One end to the field to the other. And Port have a mark. It's important. Oh, he's giving it off to his teammates. And it's a goal. It's a goal. 5 points to Port. Premier League attempts to MLS All-Star team. Yeah, but yeah, it's just pre-season as well, just a friendly, so that's another thing. Of course they can't change him. No, because there was a stream I did before where it looked like the poll changed. As in, like, someone changed their vote. That's why I assumed. Because like you can change your vote on like community posts, so I assume like maybe on a stream you can. Let me test it. Wait, hang on. Let me go on Davidoff Films. Let me change my second account and see what happens. Actually, let's go on better. Go on my fourth account, just to make sure. That's me. Yeah, you can't change your voting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that makes sense then. Port just need any score. Any two scores. If they get two behind, 7 points is a lot more effective than 5. Nah, mate, we'll keep the poll as it is. Mr. Cat's gonna get so confused now. He was like, what's going on in the chat? Mr. Cat has a big headache. Collingwood have a mark. Elliot. Goal. Eighth lead change of the game. I feel like half of those were in the first quarter. What a game, though. What a game. Poor fans obviously not happy that was given, but it is what it is. Collingwood already back in it with a chance of another goal. Elliot wants another deliberate. Not going to happen. Excuse me. Would hate to be a Port fan of the game right now. Did he pull his shirt there? Would hate to be a Port fan of the game right now, yeah. They could lose 4 in a row, you know, if they lose this. Excuse me. If only the Lions held on against Melbourne last week, man. That's so frustrating. They could have been second already, maybe. I think. Yeah. Bloody Melbourne. Power Pepper. Here he is. I love this guy, man. He's so good. I love watching him play. This game's so crazy, I'm choking. How many lead changes now? 25? My word. He's my favourite Port player. He's my favourite Port player. Sam Power Pepper, mate. What a guy. My favourite current player? No, my favourite Port player. Where's Freo could still win guy? Well, that's Mr. Cat, mate. He's there. He's right there. The margin stayed the same the whole game. the whole quarter, I mean. Yeah, that's not what I mean. You know what I mean. The 3/4 time margin was the final margin. That's what I meant to say. Port need another goal. That is for certain. He didn't mark it. Oh, but Adelaide panicked. Oh, they got it back. Willie Rioli beats Jeremy Howe to a mark. Not an easy thing to do. That was your clone. Yeah, sure it was, mate. Yeah, sure, mate. Shoot! He didn't shoot. Good tackle. The pole's getting closer now. The pole might be closer than the game. You never knew Port in front. Nah, mate, you've drank. What's happened is you've put something in your gravy again, and you're intoxicated. It is not a good look for you, my friend. Put it on him for a couple of minutes. Yeah, just a couple, yeah. Just a couple. Oh, first it was a bat, then he tranquilized you. Yeah, mate, okay, mate. He's got a bat tranquilizer, has he? You're an unreliable witness. That's a mark for Elliot, I think. Mark's been paid. They don't do score reviews for boundaries, right? We'll see if it was. Yeah, that's in. That's in. That's in. Poor fans are happy, but that was it's a fair decision. Elliot, he did. What a goal! What a goal, man! That's unbelievable. That was something else. This is why I'm glad I've been able to wake up early, guys. I've seen this game live. I saw Melbourne Brisbane live. I saw Port Adelaide Essendon live, the one at MCG. Um, uh, what was the other one? Essendon Richmond, the late, um, the late winning mark. And now we got this. Am I seeing Barbie? Yes, I am. I'm going to see Oppenheimer first today with Grandad, and I'm seeing Barbie after. It's going to be like 5 hours in the cinema. More than that with adverts. So nervous. Well, 2:43 left on the clock. If the next goal is Collingwood, they've won the game, surely. Port Adelaide need something quick. And they have shown that they can get the ball up the field very quickly. They just got to get possession. And obviously get it right. They're going to fit it without a go with him. People think that's weird. I don't really care, mate. What is that? Behind for Collingwood doesn't change much, but Port need to get it up the field quickly. It stays on the line, jeez. Collingwood okay for now. Throw in. Not a bad position for Port Adelaide. 99 seconds left. Port need a quick snap. There's enough time for a mark. Oh, Papa. Oh, I thought Papa was going to do something special there again. If Collingwood get out of this, they hold on. Horn Francis. Is that a mark? It's not paid. It's not paid. He dropped it. Yeah, should have stuck at it again, mate. Yeah, the Magpies are out. The Magpies are out. Yeah, they've won. 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 Collingwood have this. Robbie Gray? Is he still playing? I thought he retired. Isn't he like 55? That's an exaggeration, but yeah. Port Adelaide. Oh, wait a second. Nah. Collingwood got it back again. 38 seconds. 37 seconds. Clock's still ticking. 36 has stopped. The Power need to win it now and then get a mark somehow. Who have they got that can like whack it from like halfway down the field and score? Yeah, it's done. Unless someone can whack it from here. 6 seconds is not enough. It's not going to happen. Well, I think ultimately there's a few of Port's missed shots that I think have cost him in the end. There you go. Collingwood win. That's a huge win. I mean, I said that they get top 2 last week. I think they'll get first now. Next week is Carlton Collingwood. We'll see how that goes. Well, that was fun. Damn, a lot of people watch this, you know. I think this is my highest viewed since Essendon and Port Adelaide. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been really fun. I can't believe I watched so many of these games live, man. I watched this live. I watched Brisbane, Melbourne last week live. Essendon Port, Essendon Richmond. We have seen some classics live in person. So yeah, it's been very fun. But yeah, I probably can't scroll up the whole chat because a lot of people have commented. But thanks for watching, Mars, Luke, Cheyenne. Mr. Cat especially, he's been the most active throughout the streams, so I do notice that. Joel's Plumbing. Did I mention Luke? I swear, I say something 5 seconds ago and I forgot I said it. Cheers to my other 3 accounts who made a cameo appearance. Those are actually me, all 3 of them. El Paso's Most Wanted. I don't know if that means all of Most Wanted people in El Paso, but yeah, thanks for that account. GB, T. Colin was there. Kalen was there. Thanks for your ladder predictions, mate. GB Noah. I said GB Noah as if it's one name. It's 2 different people. Carlo. And that's as far as I can go. There were other people there for sure. Mason was there for a second. And then also, like, not everyone who watches comments. So also, thanks for watching. Anyone who didn't comment, you don't have to comment. It's a choice. So I appreciate everybody, and thanks for voting in the poll. Even though even though Port are winning the poll pretty much the whole game, I will end the poll now. 51 votes, and it is Collingwood that got the majority of the votes. So in the end, the poll prevails in the correct way. Davidoff's prediction of Port winning 15 straight looks worse by the week. It does. Maybe I've jinxed them. Maybe they will beat Adelaide and Geelong now. But I'm kind of, now that they have lost these 2 games, I'm hoping to lose the next 2 as well because I want to see Brisbane second. Because I want to see Port go to the Gabba, and I want to see if Brisbane's Gabba form this year can translate to the finals. So yeah, because if it does translate, then they make a grand final. But you never know, because obviously finals is different to regular season, as Geelong and even Richmond have proved in recent seasons. So yeah, but yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been a really fun stream. And next week I am going on holiday for a few days. But I will be at home on Friday. Well, I'll be working on Friday, but in the morning, I should be able to watch Collingwood Carlton, but I'll miss the rest of the games of that round. But yeah, the last 4 rounds of the season, I will be at home, not on a holiday. And then after those rounds end, literally the day after round 24 ends, I'll be flying to Australia for finals week 1. So that's going to be pretty damn fun. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.